Welcome to Paranormal Vlogs, number 3, and it's from the dark room. And welcome to everybody. This is just a quick introduction to the ruins, some of the revelations that I received just a few days ago, and this is just going to be part 1. And so there's 3 kinds of ruins. They're pretty much all the same. They're in origins. There's the Elder, the Anglo-Saxon, and the Younger. They're about 2,000 years old, but when you look at the ruins, they appear to be much older than that. They seem to have this essence of timelessness to them. It's like they're eternal, they're forever. And so, you wonder which came first, the Wyrd or the ruins. In my opinion, it was the Wyrd that came first, and the ruins were forged afterward by the seers and the shamans of the time, the runesters. I believe that the power of the ruins is the Wyrd. And what is the Wyrd? The Wyrd is a web. It is the web. The web is the Wyrd. They're both one and the same. So you go from the mycelium of underneath the trees that connect the trees. They're like bacterial internet threads, and that is like the spreading out of the web of Wyrd. And then you get to the roots, which is another form of the spreading of the web of Wyrd. And then you get to the trunk, which is another stretching of the forces of the Wyrd. And then you get the leaves and the trees and the branches and limbs, and that is another stretching of the energies of the Wyrd by the powers of the ruins. And these powers I'll explain a lot more in part 2. But right now, again, the Wyrd is like the stretching forces of the zodiac. The Wyrd is webbed and made of the 4 quarters, the 4 directions, the 4 points of the earth. The ruins are like symbols of the planets. They stretch into the 4 directions. And in part 2, I will show how the ruins are forged by the 4 corners, the 4 quarters, and how the ruins, once designed, once made, can also forge and create creations, any creation, by using the 4 directions. The Wyrd is just like Reiki, Chi, Maya, Prama. It is like fairy charm. It is likened to the fates of the threads of the web that they weave. The ruins are like fairy charm, enchantment. The energies of the forest, the energy of the sky, the oceans, the land. And what I'm going to demonstrate is, as I just said, there's stretching forces of the ruins, seen here. And this is one ruin, and we see that represents heaven, earth, and it has that north-south energy pole to it. And we see that here in the north-south pole. The energies stretch and create all forms of life, along with the many other ruined symbols. And to see this in another way, you have this ruin here in orange, and you see how that one ruin there can again be seen being bent by the south, by the northeast. And it bends the ruin down, and it bends it downward to the southeast with the maximum sunrise of summer. And here appears the minimum sunrise of summer. Okay, so the forces of the northeast, they bend into the southeast. It's bent. And so the forces of the directions are forged into the symbol. And that's the best way to explain that form. All right, so we're going to go through all the rest of the ruins very soon in part 2. And this was just a simple introduction of some of the basics, very basics. But I'll explain a lot more of the forces that weave the ruins, and we shall talk soon then, and hope you had a great day, and we shall see you soon. Thank you.